Rod. Thanks for stopping by. Well, it's been about 2-3 days since I put all the coats of lacquer on the ukulele. So now what I've got to do is wet sand it and then polish it up. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to go ahead and wet sand it. And what I'm going to use first is a 1200 grit paper because when I reduced the lacquer, that 1-to-1, it took out most all the orange peel. There's not a whole lot left in it. And I want to use water with a little bit of dish detergent in it, just like a couple drops of detergent in it. And I'm not going to record the whole process. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do the rest of it off camera. Let me get a rag and wipe this off a little bit and see what the progress is. Okay, I don't know if you can see with the glare, you got some shiny spots in it. Well, that's what you're trying to get out, is those little shiny spots. And that's what I'm working on. It's getting a little bit better each pass, so I'm going to do the same thing for the front, and then I'm going to move to 2000 grit. So I want to go ahead and finish the 1200 grit off camera, and then I'll come back when I switch to the 2000 grit and we'll see the difference. Okay, so got it done with the 1200 grit. Now you can still see some of the shiny spots in it. It's not that bad, so I'm going to hit the back side with some 2000 and come back and see what it looks like after that. Oh yeah, it got a lot more of it out. So I'm going to do the same to the front, and then I'm going to do the back just a little bit more. I'm going to do the sides, and then dry it up, and then we're going to polish it, and the polishing will probably take out the rest of what's in there. So I'm going to do the rest off camera. We'll come back and polish it. Okay, I've got it sanded to 2000 grit. It's still not perfect. It's still got some of the shiny spots in it on the front and back, but I can't stand wet sanding. I'm impatient, and I'm afraid that I'm going to sand through the lacquer. That's my biggest fear and really screw it up, but I'm hoping that polishing it will get the rest of that out. And next door in my other shop, I have a knife maker's grinder with a polishing wheel on it. And it's too fast for this purpose, but I'm going to try it anyway. I've got some cotton buffing wheels, the soft cotton buffing wheels, and I got some polishing compound, but I'm only going to use the white and the polishing rouge. The white should hopefully take out all the clear spots and any of the light scratches that I missed, and the rouge should polish it right up. So let me move over next door, get everything set up, and we'll see what happens. You're going to need to overlook the mess in here. I haven't been in this building in about 6 months, and I need to clean it up. But I've got my cotton wheel on here. It's really, really soft. We're going to start out with some white polish, and as long as I don't catch the edge of it and sling it to the ground, I should be okay. That looks pretty good. I just got to polish it a little bit more. Let's try the front. All right, that looks pretty good. I think what I'm going to do, because I can still see a little bit of little bit of the scratches and stuff in it. I'm going to go one up a little coarser on the rouge or the polishing compound, and then go from there. Okay, I'm going to try some Triple E to see if I can get the deeper stuff out here, and I got some scratches right here. I don't know if you can see them or not, and see if that gets it out. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. I just need to work on my wet sanding and get it done. So I'm not going to get it anymore, and I'm afraid I'm going to burn through the lacquer. So I'm going to hit it with some rouge, and then we'll take it to the other shop, clean it up. Alright, let's take it over to the other shop, clean it up, and see what it looks like. Okay, it's polished up. It looks pretty good. It's not perfect. I do need to work on my wet sanding though. I should have went from 800 to 1000 to 15 to 2000, or 800 to 512 or something. I should have started off with a lower grit paper to get that out, because when you sand it, wet sand it, if it's not completely milky white, like you sand it and get all the little clear spots out of it, you're going to see it when you polish it. And I knew that. I was just afraid to go any lower grit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with my buffing polisher, same thing I use when I buff my car, and get some little spots that I couldn't get with that buffing wheel. I got some spots around here I couldn't get. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that off camera. And once I get done with that, I'm going to untape the fretboard and glue the bridge on it. Okay, I hit this with my automotive polisher, 6-inch buffing wheel, and I put some swirl remover on it, finishing polish, and I polished it up, wiped it down. The finish on it is 100 times better than the Cube Strat or the Acoustic. I learned from those two. I mean, you know, you have to be willing to fail in order to succeed. So I'm going to call this a success because I did learn from it. What I should have done, and what I'm going to do next time, regardless of my fear of sanding through, I'm going to start off with the 800, 1000, or 1200, then go up to the 2000, and that will get that those little clear spots off, and it'll turn out a whole lot better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the camera angle, and we're going to cut out the piece of tape I have here and glue the bridge on. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my hobby knife and cut the tape out so we can glue the bridge on it. All right, let's see where she goes. That's perfect. Let me get some glue and we'll glue it on. Okay, I went to the tool store today and I got this offset clamp, and it fits perfect right here to glue the bridge on. This is a 2-inch by 3.5-inch clamp. Okay, I need to let that dry till tomorrow. Okay, so today I wet sanded it and polished it. I got the bridge set. I got to let it dry for 24 hours. Tomorrow I'm going to come back and I'm going to peel the tape off the fretboard, and I'm going to remove the clamp off the bridge, put some oil on the bridge and the fretboard, probably go ahead and put the tuners in and maybe even string it up. So, but that's going to be in part 3. I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow.